Yo, what's good? You already know I'm Ken Wall.
It's your boy Deja Wonder.
And you guys are tuning into another episode of Understated. Let's get it.
Come on now!
Alright, so today we're going to take you guys back to the Old Town Road. You like what I did there? Yeah, it was nice. I know. It was on the spot, so it was kind of like a little stutter that came out slow because I was still thinking on it. But anyways, we're going to talk about Lil Nas, this whole Lil Nas situation. But you know us, we're going to do stuff a little bit different, not so direct. We're going to go more in depth with it, go to the history of it, and break it down. So we're going to talk about three main things. Obviously, the song Old Town Road.
Yeah.
If it's a country song or not, determining if it's a country song or not.
Mm-hmm.
Will this kid have a future in music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's Trojan horsing it.
And if there really is a lane for country rap, if that's a genre, or if that could really develop into something. So those are the three main things we're going to talk about. The first thing we're going to tackle is if it's a country song or not.
Well, Billboard.
My answer.
Billboard.
Yeah, we all know
it
country. It wasn't a country song. In my opinion, I think it is.
It could be. Billboard's original. Let's actually give the history of it. So, yeah, you guys probably all heard about Old Town Road by now.
If you're not, you get out of your shell.
Yeah.
Get out of your shell.
By a rapper named Lil Nas X. And the reason why it's such a controversial topic is, especially in the last week, Billy Ray Cyrus, who's Miley Cyrus's Hannah Montana, the TV
the dad
show,
from Hannah Montana.
The singer, that's her father, and he's a country singer.
Don't tell my heart, my aching, breaking heart.
And he decided to hop on to the Old Town Road song and create a remix after the song was taken off the Billboard charts because it didn't have enough country elements according to Billboard. But the song was blowing up nonetheless, especially thanks to the TikTok app, because a lot of kids were dancing to the song.
Got the horses in the bag, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match. Riding.
It became this thing where it was like, whoa, is Billboard, what the fuck is Billboard doing? This song is blowing up. It has a very country sound to it. So where's all these rules coming from that it doesn't have enough country elements on it? Then boom, Billy Ray Cyrus jumps on it. Throws his
twang.
Yeah, he throws his twang in there. He has his tambourine playing in the background. They do this mashup, and the song is even better than it was before. It's now like an acceptable song in the sense that it's actually 2 minutes now. Yeah. And the first song was like 1 minute and 53 seconds. So now the song is back on the Billboard charts.
The country Billboard charts. It's on the Billboard charts for Hot 100, but not the country.
Yeah, it wasn't on the country. So now it's back there, and it's like, hey, well, what exactly changed? So that's what we're going to delve into.
So country is a genre off of rock.
I don't even know if we could say that. It's actually from before then. I think it predates rock because, as you know, we try to drop little history lessons in these videos. You know, I was reading about it. It's like hillbilly music, as what they kind of refer to. Yeah. That's where when we kind of think of country, we think of kind of hillbilly-ish.
Broke, kind of poor.
Yeah, you know, like desert. It's just like all these stereotypes you kind of think of. But it was like, you know, reading about it was like, you know, there were black artists that did hillbilly music since the 1920s. So no matter what you do, no matter how much you guys try to like, you know, sanitize history, you're always gonna find traces.
We were always there. Don't believe.
Yes.
If you see any World War I, II movie, Vietnam movie, and you'll see one freaking pint of black person, don't watch that movie because it's not real. It's not a real depiction. We're in every single war. We're in history.
Yeah, like I was reading, the banjo was came from
West Africa.
Yeah.
Music originated in everything came from Africa.
They called it the banjar. So it's like, how
like Godfrey, big ass, big tits, everything came from Africa, bro.
Yeah, so it's like when you try to, and there's a race factor that has to play into it, even though Billboard says that it doesn't. It's like when things developed, we're over here expressing that you had black artists that were involved in music even way back when, and it always comes to the point where you're reading these things in history. Jim Crow plays a big factor in the division of things. So when Jim Crow came into play, it was like, all right, you're not going to have this collaboration between black and white people as limited as it was as you could have had. And because of that, they started segregating the music. So they started calling whatever music that black people did, they called it race music, like blues, gospel, things of that nature, while white people's music was kind of categorized as country and western and
nicer words for what this is.
Exactly. So it was like you're seeing that division happen back then, and it kind of carried throughout to now, where it's just like when we think of country music and we think of western, like that kind of genre, we picture white faces, while rap and things like that, obviously you're going to think of black faces. But you have to recognize that it wasn't a case where black people just never did anything with country. It was simply because they weren't allowed, in a sense. It was just like, and when they did collaborate with other white artists, they went uncredited for it. So, knowing that history and looking at what's happened now, it's kind of like, yeah, that was white people's music, and to a degree today, they still think it's white people music. So now you have this black kid come out of nowhere and makes a song that sounds country. Obviously, it's going to create a huge uproar because it's not what's normal.
Yeah.
It's not. What are your thoughts? I talk too much sometimes.
It's sad. It's just, this is what happens every time.
Yeah.
When you, and that's the thing, that's why we got to know our history.
Yeah.
So we can call shit out on it. Call them out on it. Because how many, that stupid song that you were just saying, Florida Georgia Line.
It was meant to be.
That song's garbage, bro. Alright, no, this is just not my type of song.
Okay.
But that's more pop, and that was on both Billboard charts. Both Billboard charts. Another, Taylor Swift is notorious for making pop-sounding country songs,
between the
and that gets on the both Billboard charts. But, and then another Florida Georgia Line, "Baby You a Song," you make fun. That song was on both, and that was with Nelly. That was on both country and Billboard, and that was like one of the most sold country songs. There's most downloadable country song.
Okay.
And that had a lot of hip hop elements into it, but that was on both. But
we're gonna talk about that.
But when this kid who does it all by himself, no help, makes a song like this. It's like, whoa, we gotta toe the line here with this.
It's true, and to go back to your point, you notice, and that's what I was kind of alluding to before, with those songs, they have country singers on them, and they're automatically, as poppy as they sound, there's that credibility all of a sudden, because they have country singers on it. And then notice how Lil Nas X's song, it now all of a sudden becomes country because Billy Ray Cyrus is on it. Billy Ray Cyrus, the beat didn't change.
Nothing changed. He just added a verse.
Exactly.
That's it. He added a verse to the song.
Nothing fundamentally changed about the song to make it more country. So, I mean, besides, like you said, Billy Ray Cyrus's twang. So, that is not what Billboard
talks about spending money on a guitar, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, come on now.
But my point is, Billboard cannot really have rules that says, well, you have to have a twang to all of a sudden.
But he did have a twang.
Yeah, it's clear you can hear the song. I would have never thought he was a black rapper. Let's put it that way. When I heard the song, I would have never thought Lil Nas X was a black rapper. Then I went on YouTube and I started looking up his other stuff. I'm like, yo, dude is definitely Trojan horsing this. And by Trojan horse, it means like you come into the industry presenting one thing, like, and then people know you for that, but then you completely switch it up. And that's what I think is going to happen here. It's like, Lil Nas X is like, yes, this was like a country-esque song. But this is the only song.
I said we get into that later when
that he
it comes
does.
to the future.
Yeah, go ahead.
The tease, but yeah, I think obviously Billboard is bullshitting with the race did not play a factor into it.
I definitely do. I
It
think
had to have played a factor into it. You wouldn't remove someone like that.
Yeah, and it's not the first of its kind. I mean, you might be a little bit too young to remember it, but back in the day, early 2000s, Nelly did a song with Tim McGraw. And that song played everywhere. Like, a lot of people at the time, even then, were like, what the fuck is Nelly doing? But, I mean, it worked. For that song, I didn't listen to the album, but if they did do a collaborative album. But I know that song worked at the time. And it was popular. Nothing ever came of it. And that's something that we could talk about in the future with this whole, if country trap could be a thing.